Dinner, the setting of diplomacy, luxury, family, and sometimes assassination. Across centuries and continents, one pattern keeps repeating: powerful men dying at the dinner table. Paul I of Russia, King Alexander of Serbia, Park Chung-hee of South Korea. Different eras, different regimes, same setting, same silence before the strike. So, why does the table, a place of peace, become the stage for betrayal? Why do so many leaders meet their end over wine and whispered words? Tonight, we pull out the chair, pour the wine, and uncover the real reasons behind the dinner table coup. The dinner table has always symbolized trust, civility, unity, and that's exactly why it becomes so deadly, because dinner makes power vulnerable. Here's why meals turn into murder. 1. Proximity to power. The shared meal invites intimacy, bringing people physically close to the leader, often without guards in arm's reach. 2. Lowered security. Dinner isn't a battlefield. Weapons get checked. Guards wait outside. Formality replaces fear. 3. Psychological disarmament. Food, wine, ritual, they soften tension. Even the most paranoid rulers let their guard down when breaking bread. 4. Political theater. Dinner is public, yet private. An assassination at the table sends a message: no one is untouchable. And 5. Access for insiders. Most assassins aren't strangers. They're aides, generals, even bodyguards. And a dinner invitation? That's the perfect kill zone. One of the most chilling modern examples, President Park Chung-hee, ruler of South Korea from 1961 to 1979, a military dictator, deeply paranoid, surrounded by layers of security. But on the night of October 26, 1979, he sat down for dinner at a safe house with his closest aides, among them Kim Jae-gyu, head of the KCIA, South Korea's CIA. Midway through the meal, Kim stood up. He left the room, calm, unnoticed, then returned with a pistol. He shot Park twice, once in the chest and once in the head. He killed a bodyguard too. The room was locked down. Familiar, no alarms, no resistance. No one expected the head of intelligence to pull the trigger. Kim later claimed he was saving democracy. But the truth? Still murky. What's undeniable is that only at dinner, that moment of trust, gave him the chance to strike. Tsar Paul I of Russia was no ordinary ruler. He was erratic, obsessive about military order, and deeply unpopular with the nobility. By 1801, a group of nobles and officers had had enough. They conspired to end his reign permanently. They waited until late, after supper, when Paul was alone, relaxed in his private chambers. It wasn't mid-bite, but the setting was quiet, domestic, familiar. A few officers entered under the pretense of court business. No weapons drawn, no threats. Then, the attack. They beat him to death with the handle of a sword. One of the last things Paul said, "Spare me, I'm your emperor." He died in his nightclothes, surrounded by men who had once pledged loyalty. The lesson? When a ruler lets his guard down, in private, among friends, ritual comfort becomes fatal vulnerability. In 1903, Serbia's King Alexander and Queen Draga hosted a dinner party at the Royal Palace in Belgrade. It would be their last. As dessert was being served, a group of military officers stormed the palace. They entered the banquet hall, weapons drawn, and brutally murdered the royal couple. Their bodies were thrown from a window, a final insult meant to be seen. This wasn't just a coup, it was theater. A performance meant to send a message. The old monarchy was dead, and a new regime was taking power that very night. The dinner wasn't a coincidence. It was the perfect stage, public, symbolic, and unguarded. A place where power thought itself safe and where it was easiest to strike. Let's break the pattern one more time. In every case, the setup is the same. Access insiders already trusted. Routine. Meals happen daily. Ritual. Leaders feel calm, in control. Symbolism. You died among friends. But why a meal? Why not a motorcade? A battlefield? Because a dinner is a controlled space. No crowds, no press, no security surprises, fewer variables, more certainty. And psychologically, it humiliates the victim. A meal is sacred, a place of safety. To die there is to die foolish, complacent, human. For conspirators, it sends a chilling message. Even at your most sacred moment, we were closer than you ever knew. The dinner table coup isn't just about murder. It's about betrayal, timing, performance. It turns politics into theater, where wine turns to blood, where allies become assassins, and where power collapses between bites. Because the last place a ruler expects death is the most effective place to deliver it. As the old saying goes, beware the man who invites you to dinner and brings no appetite. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, hit subscribe for more hidden histories of power, betrayal, and the unspoken rules that still shape the world.